Well, welcome to Mickey Inglet Floor here in the arena on the campus of Northwest Florida State College. Tom Purcell and John Lavin here with you for the final one. His Michael Jackson movie before he died, it was called This Is It. So this is it for the women. This is their last shot at getting a W.
This is our last go around for this year, last home game for some of these sophomores. So I'm sure they're excited about ending their career and maybe moving on to another level. But yeah, it's an exciting time for both teams as they enter the postseason. Not without implications.
Gulf Coast State is leading the conference at 9-2. Next best is Chipola at 7-3. Tallahassee 6-5. A win tonight by the Lady Raiders could put the old saliva in the punch bowl for Chipola and may have to go to a tiebreaker with another game coming up Saturday night.
I'm sure Coach McCorvey just talked about that, the incentive of coming out here and playing. But more than that, Tom, I would think just the pride of playing your last home game as sophomores. I would imagine she's starting all the sophomores and giving them a chance to set the tempo for the rest of the game.
For the Lady Raiders starting tonight, number 0, Fruit Oliver, Amber Thompson, number 4, Ashley Lee, Mercedes Claiborne, and Jade Lewis. You mentioned it, giving the sophomores a start.
Giving the sophomores a start, something to play for, last home game, and just trying to build on that and see what kind of start they can give the Lady Raiders. For the Indians, starting at guard, Danielle Garvin. Number 4, Raven Baker Northcross. About time she graduated. Seems like she's been there a while. 21, Sydney McDonald, another sophomore out of Flint, Michigan. 23, Tiara Phillips out of Valdosta, Georgia. And 44, Nada Sule from Nigeria.
Trying to get the customary fist bump from the official. Not getting a look tonight. Might not be a good thing for us.
No, they're focused.
They're zeroed in. The Lady Raiders, disappointing 1-9 in conference play, and they'll finish it off Saturday night at Tallahassee. Chipola's in town, a heated rival, both men and women. We'll get to the men's contest in 2 hours and break that one down maybe shortly into this one. Oliver will jump it up for the Lady Raiders. And tip controlled by Mercedes Claiborne. Amber Thompson will handle it on the left wing. Amber, actually the freshman out of Dyersburg, Tennessee. Lob into Fruit off the backboard and horn aplenty for Fruit Oliver.
Good start, moved the ball inside. Fruit Oliver has really played well the last 5 or 6 conference games, especially at home. Tom, I don't see Tidwell on the floor or even dressed tonight.
Bernicia Tidwell, probably the best ball handler for the Lady Raiders. A couple games ago was sulking on the bench a little bit. Not sure what has happened. We'll figure that one out later. 2-0 early on. Lady Raiders trying to go to the post with Oliver, and quick hands there by Raven Baker Northcross.
Just a bad angle on the post entry.
Baker Northcross with a odd pass. Actually, excuse me, that's Garvin. And Tiara Phillips will set it up. The 5'11" guard from Valdosta, Georgia, has 9 to shoot. 2-0 early on. Our digital scoreboard not functioning properly tonight, so we'll try to keep you abreast of the score as it changes. It's 2-0 early on, Lady Raiders. Left side goes Thompson. Claiborne, Viking product, left hand, and won't go.
Nice move by Mercedes. That's finished with that left hand.
3-ball attempt, nothing but nylon for Raven Baker Northcross.
Northcross got open in transition. A good lead pass ahead. She had a wide open look and just buried it.
Thompson picks up her dribble now, looking for somebody to get it rid of. Over to Ashley Lee. Lewis goes inside to Fruit Oliver, and Fruit with all 4 Lady Raiders points. And Coach Greg Franklin making a statement to his team. He wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, Fruit Oliver did a nice job. Got deep post position and was able to finish.
Baseline jumper in and out. Offensive rebound controlled by Chipola. Jumper won't fall for Garvin. And we go back the other way. Thompson. Final game, home game of the season Lewis Middle School cheerleaders sharing the baseline down with the Raider cheerleaders. Oliver will fade away. Thought about going off the glass. She thought we got her on the hand.
Still, that's not her game, Tom. We've known her to get good post position. A little tired. She accepted the pass outside as Chipola gets free for a layup.
Danielle Garvin found underneath. Basket's good. It's 5-4 Chipola here. Early on first quarter, 3 minutes gone. 3:45 gone. We'll keep you abreast of the time as well. Oliver on the pick and roll. Should have used the glass, didn't. Here comes Chipola. Baker Northcross with a 3-on-1. Pulls out left side, nothing but air. Amber Thompson forces tempo. She'll spin and travel.
Not sure that Lady Raiders want to run with this group of Chipola. Amber Thompson trying to push the tempo, but really didn't have anybody running with her.
It's 5-4 Chipola. 6:19 to play, opening quarter.
Whole new 5 in for the Lady Raiders.
Naomi Bolasing checks in. Northcross right side. Long cross-court pass. Garvin looks inside and back to the Raiders.
Good defense by the Lady Raiders that time. 5 new players, fresh legs come in, and that's been a little bit of a problem, Tom, this year is conditioning, not being able to get back and play defense the way Coach McCoy would like him to play.
And if they get behind, they're not really able to press and not able to run. That's one style of game. Jumper short. We'll go back to Chipola's way. It's still 5-4 Chipola. It's hard to believe, just a little over a month and a couple weeks ago, that all 5 of the teams in the Panhandle all ranked in the top 15.
Right.
Steele, nice block. Jasmine Rhodes went to the hoop.
Jasmine Rhodes is playing the passing lane there. Got a deflection. Nice job of taking it to the basket. Wish she would have finished with her left hand or taken it to the other side of the rim.
Bolasing in the right corner. Looking to go into Brittany Snowden.
Almost halfway through the first quarter, no fouls called. They're letting them play tonight, which is good for both teams.
Behind the back move. And good for Aaliyah Rice, and she'll go to the line. No, they're going to call her for the charge. You jinxed us, Coach.
I did. Aaliyah Rice a little out of control, but I think Coach McCorvey is not complaining about the charge, but a couple possessions before, there could have been some fouls called on that end. One, especially for Fruit Oliver on her first basket, the turnaround, I thought she was hit hard on the arm.
5-4. Chipola is still on top. 5 minutes to play here, opening quarter. Johnson guarded by Bolasing. And travel. Tried the pump fake, but the legs went with her, did Nana Soule. Well, 4:45 to play, opening quarter. Still 5-4. Raiders trailing. Bolasing throws that one away. Johnson tries to force it over to Soule, and it's a comedy of errors right now.
That's the frustrating part for Coach McCorvey is all year she really hasn't had that legitimate point guard you can go to and get in your offense and really lead your team. Bolasing is just playing out of position. Also, Amber Thompson looked like she was playing out of position when she started. So it's just cards you're dealt with. And you got to do the best you can with them.
Right side, Bolasing for 3. And will it get the roll? It does. So the Lady Raiders pull on top 7-5 with 4:12 to play here, opening quarter. Second place Chipola against 5th place Northwest Florida State in our last home game.
Brittany Snowden didn't like the call, but obviously she was moving, wasn't set, and got her with the body as Chipola looked like they're really attacking the basket.
First free throw is good for Barbara Johnson, averaging 57.8% on the year. Second's a miss. As back we go, Bola Singh. It's 7-6, Lady Raiders on top. 3:56 to play in opening quarter. Looking for the handoff. She gets it to Rose. Rhodes picks up her dribble and almost throws that one into the backcourt. 7 to shoot for Naomi Bola Singh. Tries to find Snowden inside. Pass is just too hot.
It was. You know, bounce pass would have been much better for Snowden to be able to handle and catch and finish. But that's that out of position that we just talked about.
3:33 to play, still 7-6. Lady Raiders on top. Lady Raiders with one conference win. That was the opening win against Pensacola State on January 11th. Since then, it's been a dry streak. Runner won't go. And last touch by Snowden, although she's going to try to appeal it to no avail.
That's why you got to block out the shooter. You had 3 Lady Raiders there, and the lone shooter who knew where it was going, it's the one that gets the deflection out of bounds on the Lady Raiders.
Coach McCorvey not happy with that call. And a travel. Happy or none, the one thing I've learned is the only time you're going to get an official to overturn a call is when another official comes in and does it. Coach, I've never seen them successful.
Yeah, you can work them for the next call and this and that, but you're right. The officials aren't going to be showing up too much.
Bola Singh, left wing. Still 7-6 Lady Raiders, under 3 to play, opening quarter. The bounce pass, nice move in there. It was a nice pass, but Aaliyah Rice could not finish it.
Point. A foul is yet to be called on Chipola.
Bola Singh penetrates, pulls up, jumper, free throw line, won't fall. Crossover move by Jones. Excuse me, by Johnson, and lost out of bounds.
A lot of contact there, but that's, as a player, you come down and you're Bola Singh, you really want to force the official to make a call. So, I mean, you played 7 minutes without a foul called. Test the waters, go inside, try to take it to the rack and force him to call something. Don't settle for a jump shot.
Probably the first time we've seen this all year is a whole fresh 5 substitution for the Lady Raiders. Jumper good. Make it 8-7 Chipola, 2:20 to play, opening quarter.
That's a good way to keep everybody happy and keep fresh legs in there. Oh, that was a foul too.
And no call on Chipola. Still no fouls on Chipola. Three-point attempt, no good. Here come the Lady Raiders back. They trail by 1, 8-7, under 2 to play. Almost a travel by Mercedes. Instead, it's a turnover. 1 on 2.
And we finally got a foul going the other way.
Yep. On the back, it's going to be called. Danielle Garvin out of Ajax, Ontario. Baseline jumper goes, and the Lady Raiders pull back on top, 9-8. Minute 30 to play here, opening quarter.
Nice little set play for Lewis coming out weak side. Just catches the post up and has a nice little turnaround.
And nicely done. They're going to say travel, though. Substitutions in for Chipola, Raven, Baker, Northcross, along with Nene Suli. Minute 8 to play. Lady Raiders by 1, 9-8. Three attempts. missed. Mercedes with the offensive board. Amber Thompson goes off the glass, hits glass, and that's it. Baseline jumper, good by Mercedes.
Nice square up by Mercedes. Good looking shot. Raiders take a 3-point lead, under 30 to go in this quarter.
11-8, 25 seconds to play, opening quarter. And a steal by Mercedes. 1-on-2, she goes up and puts it in. 13-8. It's a happy bench over there right now for the Lady Raiders. 2 seconds, 1 second off the glass, and a no call, and a good no call.
Nice job by Fruit Oliver coming over protecting the rim.
Lady Raiders by 5 after 1. We'll be back after these words. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Well, back after the break, Lady Raiders lead by 5, 13-8. Neither team shooting lights out. Both way under 50%. Garvin. Well, handoff pass and another steal. This one by Ashley Lee. She's going to go left side, shows her athleticism, and it goes in. Lady Raiders by 7, 15-8.
Nice job by the Lady Raiders getting in that passing lane. That's the third or fourth deflection we've seen tonight by them.
3-ball attempt is long. Double on the miss. Lady Raiders trying to create havoc. Can't get the steal. Floater from the baseline. Claiborne there to clean it up again. Excuse me. That's Jade Lewis. Amber Thompson looking inside to Fruit Oliver. That's a fruit basket.
Play was made by Fruit Oliver, but what a pass by Amber Thompson. Just from the about 30 feet out, makes a finesse pass right over the outstretched hands of a defender, and Fruit Oliver makes a nice catch, controls it, turns around, finishes it with contact, and has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And she gets it. It's 18-8, Lady Raiders by 10. We'll see how they handle some good stuff. Minute gone here in the second quarter. 10-point Lady Raider lead. Long 3 attempt, good by Baker Northcross.
Yeah, Baker Northcross can hit that shot.
And Coach McCorvey looks like she's going to sub 5 at a time tonight. Everybody's going to come in fresh no matter what. Inside to Oliver, and good. No, we're going to call Oliver for the charge.
I didn't like the call because you got to give her room to land.
You got to give her room to turn.
And she really didn't have a chance to turn. By now, they could have called her for an illegal screen because she definitely moved on that. But Coach McCorvey can't be happy with that.
Mercedes Claiborne trying to state the case as well. Both her and Fruit Oliver saying she never had a chance. Mercedes getting lost on defense there, and jumper will go. She got tied up with a double screen.
Indians starting to heat up.
18-13. The lead was 10. It's 5 now. 8:17 to play here in quarter number 2. Without the digital scoreboard, I feel like the old radio days when we're going to be talking every possession and every count. They're coming right at us. Another steal for Chipola. Oh, Coach McCorvey screaming for a travel, not going to get it. Shot was long.
Boy, the Lady Indians had a 4-on-1 there and just couldn't convert. Lady Raiders slow getting back.
Ashley Lee looks inside and throws it away. Picked off by Danielle Garvin over to Baker Northcross. Behind the back. Takes the high screen. And finally he'll shoot it, and it's good.
Lewis did
go ahead, John.
Lewis did a great job of closing out on Northcross on the previous catch, but didn't close out high that time and paid for it.
What was 10 is now 2. 2-point lead for the Lady Raiders. Inside to Oliver. Couldn't get it. Put back is good by Mercedes.
Mercedes with 6 points already, playing well. Couple steals.
Mercedes, the local product out of Fort Walton Beach High School. Got to wish those Viking girls well, too. They're playing in the Final Four tomorrow, right? Or tonight?
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
South Walton and Kevin Craig is playing in the state championship game tonight at 6. So that game is getting ready to, actually it's underway already.
Hopefully we'll get some feedback as a 1-on-2 missed the layup at a foul. So actually, Jade Lewis got fouled, so Jade will go to the line and shoot 2.
Mercedes showing what kind of teammate she is, going to pick her up, and actually the foul took 2 points away from Mercedes. She has easy putback.
So by the time we're done here tonight, we will know if Kevin Craig has another state championship on his belt, huh?
We will.
Member of a couple of Hall of Fames is Kevin Craig. Took that move out to South Walton, decided to coach, and never looked back. Second free throw is missed. So it's 21-16, Lady Raiders by 5. Chipola now with a sense of urgency after being down 10. Left-handed jumper good by Naomi House. House will get a chance to convert a 3-point play of her own.
You always tell your players is good things are going to happen when you get middle penetration. You get to the middle of the paint and nobody stopped you yet. Things just seemed to open up, and she had an easy little bunny shot, drew the foul, and made the shot.
74.4% from the line. That won't fall. Rebound by Jasmine Rhodes. Lady Raiders trying to force tempo. 21-18 still. And this will be backcourt violation. And they finally call it. Bolasing looked like, why didn't you blow the whistle? Inbounding it, but will be Soule right in front of us. 6:11 to play, first half. Lady Raiders by 3. Left side, back up top to Phillips. 14 to shoot on the shot clock. Lady Raiders picking up the intensity defensively. For 3. Short. Rebound out of there with it comes Soule. So a fresh shot clock for the Lady Indians.
Lady Raiders really got to do a better job on the defensive glass and just limit the Indians to one shot. And they expect to pull up any kind of upset tonight.
5.5 minutes to play. 3-point lead here in the first half for the Lady Raiders. And a fight for a steal. Brittany Snowden goes for it and loses it out of bounds. It'll stay the way of Chipola, but the bad news is 1 second left to shoot.
Good hustle by Brittany there. must say the Lady Raiders playing with a sense of focus and determination tonight.
And shot clock violation. The only way you get that one off is a lob and a tip.
Coach Franklin very frustrated, realizing that you just got to get the shot off in 1 second. You don't have time to catch
it, dribble, and pump fake. Still 3-point lead for the Lady Raiders, 21-18. Here at the arena. Raiders trying to stun Chipola with a upset win here. In previous games, lost here 70-53, and at Chipola 61-43.
Got a
timeout on the floor.
Officials timeout.
We'll take time as well. Back after these words, you're watching Lady Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV.
Choosing to have joint replacement surgery is difficult. Deciding where to have it can be just as overwhelming. If you're considering joint replacement surgery, consider this. Fort Walton Beach Medical Center and Twin Cities Hospital both offer certified orthopedic joint replacement programs and have received the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. It's why so many people trust us for knee and hip replacement surgeries. Trust Fort Walton Beach Medical Center and Twin Cities Hospital.
About halfway through the second quarter, Lady Raiders up by 3 over Chipola, 21-18. Bola Singh will favor the left side.
Boy, every pass and catch is a success for the Lady Raiders right now.
And shot clock violation by the Lady Raiders. Bola Singh just hit glass.
Chipola has turned up the heat defensively, and the Raiders got to do a better job just settling down and figuring out what they want to do.
21-18 here at the arena. 4.5 to play here, opening half.
Little 2-3 zone, but they're trapping out of it, doing a good job of scrambling.
Jumper no good. Putback is good. The India Jones. So it's a 1-point lead for the Lady Raiders, 21-20. Bola Singh picked up her dribble, gets it over to Aaliyah Rice. Snowden. Brittany's going to drive hard, kick it out. 3-pointer, no good, and have a foul on the Indians.
Coach Franklin doesn't like it, so it must be going against Chipola.
From the baseline, Brittany Snowden, Aaliyah Rice. Jumper good. Jasmine Rhodes. And if nothing else, the Lady Raiders, at least, especially on the bench, have got a little pep in their seat. They're excited.
Yeah, they're
clapping their teammates on.
You can tell there's more unity. They're playing as one, and it's transfers on the floor.
Almost, and it is a steal. Rhodes the other way, and makes the layup under duress. Back to a 5-point lead for the Lady Raiders, 25-20, under 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Opening half. Lady Raiders in that 2-3 zone. And almost a too easy basket there.
Alea Rice has got to suck back down and take care of that pass. But this has all the makings for an upset, Tom. You have a team that's Chipola who's really coming in here just kind of sleepwalking in the first quarter and a half.
25-22 Raiders, and the Lady Raiders turn it over on that, trying to get the pass into Rice. Basket good by Jones. Timeout Raiders. 1 point. They're going to keep a 30-second timeout.
Really good timeout by Coach McCorvey. Chipola had turned up the heat and really didn't have a lineup in that was really conducive to handling pressure.
Great time to bring up our player profile for the Lady Raiders. Sophomore Wanisha Young. Wanisha Young's out of Faith Academy in Mobile, Alabama, averaging just under 3 points and 3 rebounds a game. Her favorite TV show is Grey's Anatomy. Does she have any hidden talents? Well, yes, she does. She knows American Sign Language. She plans to become a biomedical engineer and a youth minister after leaving Northwest Florida State. On her bucket list is preaching to a group of deaf kids in another country. Hats off to Wanisha Young.
Good for Wanisha Young.
Fresh 5 for the Lady Raiders. Amber Thompson will bring it up after we get it from Mercedes Claiborne. She'll give it back to Mercedes, who tries to lob it in to Fruit Oliver and knocked out of bounds by Chipola.
I don't think that was a set play. That was maybe the longest entry pass I've ever seen.
Jade Lewis inbounds it on the baseline. And promptly we turn it over. And basket is good by Cindy McDonald. She'll go to the line to shoot 1.
Sydney had her mind made up that time from when she crossed half court that she was going to take it to the basket. That's what I was kind of talking about earlier with Bola saying, just forcing the official to call something. Amber Thompson had the angle, and she just really didn't close it off and take a charge and trust that her teammates were going to come back and chase through.
76% free throw shooter on the year. And the jinx works again, 0 for 2. 1 point game, Chipola on top, 26-25. Ashley Lee. Looking for the lob inside and picked off again by Chipola. Here come the Lady Indians on the break. They've got a 4-on-2. And the trailer gets the rebound. Jumper by Baker Northcross is good.
Well, she has got a stroke.
She does. Baker Northcross. She's 4 for 4 from 3-point range. And quick timeout by the Lady Raiders after Thompson picked up her dribble, couldn't get rid of it. Minute 28 to play. 29-28. Chipola on top.
Tom, we talked about the last group wasn't conducive to being able to handle the pressure. This group is just as bad. They've really got to be able to settle down. And I would say right now, just take it where I wouldn't even try to run anything. I would just tell kids to be on the attack and just go to the basket. Hopefully get to the foul line. But right now, trying to execute and run anything has been more than the Lady Raiders can do at this point.
In some respects, they'd never admit it, but they're glad to be close right now, you know?
They're in the game, and
yeah.
they're in the game for a number of reasons. They've got to stop the turnovers. They've got to do a better job on the defensive glass. If they shore up those two areas, you know, they've got maybe a double-digit lead, because the turnovers for the Chipola have turned out to be transition opportunities, and then the offensive glass for them, they've got the ball right there, and they've been able to either get fouled or put the ball back.
Minute 22 and counting. Ashley Lee looks nice. Pass into Claiborne, can't hold on to it. And shot clock violation. Minute 9 to play, 4-point lead for Chipola. Lady Raiders would desperately like a stop here to get a score on the other end. Coach McCorvey mixing it up, subbing 5 on 5, and obvious missing link in this game is Brittany Snowden, who's not around. Left side off the glass, a miss and a putback. Tierra Phillips got her own miss and put it back in. 31-25, 33 seconds here in the opening half. Three-pointer, good by Jade Lewis.
And that's basically what you got to try to do. I'm not a big fan of the three-point shot, but you just being able to attack the basket at this point.
31-27, 32nd timeout for Coach Greg Franklin and the Lady Indians.
Every pass is a gamble, it seems like. Chipola has really gotten the passing lanes and forced, if they are able to catch a pass, it's so far out from the basket that the execution just becomes a non-existent.
4-point lead right now with Chipola with possession. 23 seconds on the game clock and shot clock. We'll attempt to be getting South Walton scores for you. As we mentioned, they're in that state championship game as we speak. Big night between games, sophomore night, where the sophomores will be introduced and honored for both teams, Lady Raiders and the men. And how about that? A pocket picked by Amber Thompson. 7 seconds. And she got fouled going up. When for a minute there, didn't think she was going to get the call.
I didn't think so either. Great job by Amber Thompson, just forcing the official, just takes it right into the heart of the defender and does a great job of drawing that contact. But how about the defense? Great job on the defense. Ball handler looked over at Coach Franklin and he wanted to give her direction, and Thompson just picks her pocket.
Amber makes the first. 69% free throw shooter on the year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her development next year. She's one of those players that has shown some things, and with an off season of just getting stronger and being more of a assertive player, she could be a really good player for this Lady Raider team next year.
And makes them both, brings it back to a 2-point game with 4.6 seconds. Quick cross-court pass right into Gator Heath, the scorekeeper, and 1.4 seconds.
Gator still has the hands.
And his typical hoo-yah chant after he caught it. He's an FCA favorite around these parts.
Got it.
Oh, he had it. Can't. Two Raiders had a touch on it and couldn't finish it off. Well, it's a 2-point game, 31-29 at the half. We'll be back in 15 minutes. You're watching Lady Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV.
Anytime someone comes to the emergency room, it's of course always good to have ID because many people have similar names, and without a date of birth, of social security number, driver's license number, it's sometimes difficult to actually get the right patient out of our data bank in the computer system. So good identifying information is helpful. Insurance cards, of course, are always a good thing, but especially the medicines that people are on. The list of medicines that they're taking, or their actual medicines in hand if they bring with them. That is vitally important to the physician taking care of them. It's very important that we know what medicines they're on and what medicines they're allergic to. To me, there are absolutely two fundamentals of medical care. There's what we refer to as the quality of care and the quality of service, or translated, good medicine, good bedside manner. They are the two cornerstones, the two pillars, the two absolute fundamentals of medical care. The medical care must be good. It must have the expertise, it must have the technical skills, it must have the right interview, diagnostic skills, it must have the right laboratory capability to support it, the right imaging capability, the right specialty consultation. The practice of the medicine has to be good. It has to be right. It's a sacred art that is practiced by physicians, and physicians take it as a sacred responsibility. But on the other hand, there has to be the human touch. There has to be the human connection. There has to be the look in the eye. There has to be a love for another human being. There has to be compassion for another human being. There has to be empathy for that patient, because as I'm fond of saying, sooner or later we all get our turn on both sides of the bed rail. And granted, for 99% of my life, I'm the one on the outside of the bed rail and I'm taking care of the patient on the inside. But once in a while, my turn comes on the other side of the bed rail. And sooner or later, we all get our turn on the other side. And we all get sick and we all get hurt. I once heard an interesting quote from B.B. King, the blues musician. An interviewer had asked him, he said, "So B.B., you're a talented guy, why did you go into the blues?" And he thought about it a minute and he said, "Because in my music, I wanted to relate to everyone." He said, "And I realized not everybody knows love, not everybody knows happiness, not everybody knows success, not everybody knows prosperity, but everybody knows what it is to hurt. Everyone knows what it is to be lonely. Everyone knows what it is to worry and to fear." He said, "And so I went into the blues because I realized it was the only truly universal human emotion. And if I went into the blues, I could relate to everybody." And medicine is very much that way. Everyone knows what it is to be sick, and everyone knows what it is to hurt, and everyone knows what it is to have some degree of injury, and everyone knows what it is to be worried and fearful about your own health and your own life. And that's an important part of practicing medicine, because when you see the patient there in the bed, when you take care of someone, when you lay hands on someone, it's an extension of yourself. You can't help but see yourself lying there. And that's an absolutely essential part of taking care of patients. It's something that I'm, in particular, very compassionate about, very strongly feeling about that. It's an important part of medicine, every bit as important as the accuracy and the quality of the medical care. So bedside manner to me is essential. I know when I'm a patient, that's the kind of bedside manner I want. So personally, I treat everybody like I would want to be treated. I treat them like they're my family. I treat them like they're my friends. And the beauty of living in a small town is most of them are my friends anyway.
Back after the timeout at the arena, the Lady Raiders trail it by 9. Not good news out of Lakeland either, right?
No, South Walton down by 10 with just around 2 minutes to go. Savannah Slade, their post players, picked up her 4th foul, so things not looking good for the Seahawks of South Walton and Coach Craig.
Earlier this year, not sure if you'd have said state runner-up, not all that bad, you know, the way they had to regroup.
Well, and Wildwood beat Fort Walton Beach by 30, beat Niceville by 27. So very formidable opponent. It was going to be a daunting task to beat them in the state championship game, but Coach Craig has pulled off some monster upsets in his illustrious career, which I think is coming to a close.
When I think of Wildwood, I think of the Florida Turnpike.
Yeah, exactly.
Long three, no good. Rebound, Juanisha Young. Leah Rice. The Bola Singh. Bola Singh guarded by Tierra Phillips. Called her name a lot over the last 2 years, Phillips. 7 to shoot. And again, not much offense there on that possession. Put back, good position and nicely done by Sydney McDonald. High ball screen, Bola Singh. This almost mirrors the last possession.
Yeah, just not a lot of straight line drives, Tom. It's just east and west action.
Shot is short by Rhodes. And Chipola comes out of there with it.
Chipola does a good job of cutting gaps off, but you just got to have more of an explosiveness about you to get past your one-on-one defender.
5:47 to play here in the third. It's 40 to 29, 11-point lead for the Lady Indians from Mariana. Jasmine Rhodes picks up the foul. First personal.
And the Lady Indians do a nice job of also playing defense and without fouling. You know, they don't commit a lot of fouls. They don't beat themselves.
Phillips travels in the lane. Yeah, the Lady Indians have not committed a foul in this quarter.
Didn't commit many in the first quarter.
5.5 to play. Still 11-point lead for the Lady Indians here in the third. Bola Singh off the ball screen. Get it into Rice. And Aaliyah Rice works hard for her money.
That's exactly right. She did work harder. But she has to make the game ugly. We have to make the game of just a transition fest, if you will.
Yeah, and the Lady Raiders are just not equipped to press.
Well, I mean, not even have to press, but just shot clock would be a non-factor. Just try to get a shot within 10 seconds.
And it appears that they're going to sub every 4 minutes anyway, so give us everything you've got for 4 minutes.
Exactly. And Chipola's not. Chipola's not historically a deep team, but they're in shape. We've talked about that before. Last couple of years, Coach Franklin brings 7, and they just play their tails off. And he'll use timeouts when he has to rest. But
at the free throw line, Nana Sule, freshman out of Nigeria, makes her first. Not so good this year from the free throw line for Sule, 35%. And 1 for 2. Good rebound by Naomi House. And Barbara Johnson does her Curly Neal impersonation, bringing it out. 3:40 to play. It's a 10-point game, 41-31. Chipola on top, and Coach Franklin calls time after Barbara Johnson picked up her dribble. 30-second timeout.
And really, Coach Franklin didn't need to call a timeout. Barbara Johnson knew exactly what she was doing. Players were moving. There was a player about to be open. It wasn't like she panicked.
Yeah. (41-31). 3:36 to play here in quarter number 3. Lady Raiders set to go. Chipola ready as well. Soule to inbound it to Johnson. Free throw line jumper short, and time expires. So I think that's 3 straight possessions for Chipola where the Lady Raiders have come up with a stop.
Yeah, and really the woes are just on the offensive end. They're just not getting good shots.
Bola Singh. And jumper off the glass, fouled as Juanisha Young.
I mean, that pass by Bola Singh to Young went through about 3 different hands. Very fortunate she was able to get that pass through. And then Juanisha Young doesn't really do a good job of squaring up, getting to the basket, taking a high percentage shot. See, Coach DeMayo's in the building.
Sophomore from Faith Academy knocks down the first.
I was in the.
He has his coat off early.
Was in the dressing room with the kind of washing up, and at halftime, and the men are very, very loose, let's say. I heard singing in the shower, and I heard a little light, lovely music going on. They were in a festive mood.
Wait till the band starts playing Boogie Shoes. They may start singing along with it if they know those lyrics. 41-33, 3 minutes to play. 8-point game. Chipola's on top.
That's an illegal screen.
That's
there.
a big high screen. Set it right in her face.
Okay, here we go. We're down 8. We just need good shots here. Where they go in, that's irrelevant. Right now,
right. We just want good ones. Good looks. Thompson. Ashley Lee picks up her dribble. Start going to the basket and right into the cheerleaders. Nice save by Mercedes, but right to Chipola. Long skip pass. 18 to shoot. Jumper missed by House. Rebound Mercedes. And Mercedes got fouled. So the luxury car at the line, averaging 54% for the year.
Chance to cut it to 6 or 7 right now. First miss.
That big brace she wears, more for protection than anything else, probably not in her mind, right?
Yeah, she's had some hard luck injuries with that knee.
Still 8-point game, 41-33.
Raiders have gone to a 1-3-1 now, just matching up out of it.
Skip pass to Johnson. Johnson will work around left side. That's Tierra Phillips. Caught in the air by Fruit Oliver. Mercedes just short. And here comes Chipola the other way, forcing tempo. It's a 2-on-2. McDonald with a miss. Rebound, no good. Mercedes with another board. You ever feel like Harry Doyle in Major League? Minute 9. Jumper from the corner. And how about that? Mercedes racking up the boards.
Boy, and Chipola not really getting good looks either. Got to make that.
Long by Jade Lewis. Under a minute to play. Still an 8-point game. We're stuck on 41-33.
Both teams exhausted. Coach Franklin really wants them to keep the attack going, realizing that the Lady Raiders
are spent.
Yeah, they are.
Coach Franklin are doing his best to get his point across. Checking back in, Danielle Garvin.
And it seems like for the 10th time, Lady Raiders have a chance to cut into this 8-point lead.
25 seconds, 8 points is the margin. Fruit Oliver. And there goes Fruit. So it's down to 6.
Now just stop her.
4 seconds. 41-35. Long three. And no foul. Got away with it. Coach Franklin wanted to foul, but he's not going to get it.
Lady Raiders are right in there.
6 points. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV.
Choosing to have joint replacement surgery is difficult. Deciding where to have it can be just as overwhelming. If you're considering joint replacement surgery, consider this. Fort Walton Beach Medical Center and Twin Cities Hospital both offer certified orthopedic joint replacement programs and have received the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. It's why so many people trust us for knee and hip replacement surgeries. Trust Fort Walton Beach Medical Center and Twin Cities Hospital.
I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
We've got a final from Lakeland, Tom, as Kevin Craig and the South Walton Seahawks go down 58-48 to Wildwood as Wildwood wins the state championship in the 1A classification. Great season by Coach Craig and his team.
Hats off. I mean, it embodies success out there, what they do year after year, no matter which kids you give him.
And I think he's told me this is going to be it. So just the end of a brilliant career.
Oh man, when I graduated college and came back here in 1980, he was teaching and coaching.
I've learned a lot from him over the years, and he's been a good friend. So on to the next chapter in his life. He's touched a lot of young ladies. Yeah, Chip Hyatt, his longtime rival at Choctawhatchee, who helped him over the years.
Really became bestest of friends, right?
It really did. Chip was not able to be on the bench with him this year. It just probably too much.
Health reasons.
Health reasons. Our best go out to Chip High and his wife.
But when you think about it, that's literally like Woody Hayes and Bo Schembechler are coaching the same team together. The way they went at it for so long.
Yes. And such good teams.
Leah Rice, all right, for three. The Rice is cooking.
Raiders down to 3.
41-38, under 9 to play here at the arena. Raiders trying to get a win, knock Chipola down a notch, and I'm telling you, the Lady Raiders are cheering on the bench. There's only 9 of them, or 10 of them, but boy, they are literally all over each other, pushing each other on as a foul on the shot.
And obviously they're missing their point guard as she's, as you mentioned, serving a 1-game suspension, but Bernicia Tidwell is really the only ball handler and point guard on the team. And you take her away, but this, the attitude and the spirit is alive and well on the Raider bench and transferring onto the floor as the Raiders are in this thing, trying to pull off the upset.
McDonald at the line. Out of Flint Carmen Ainsworth High School in Flint, Michigan.
Trying to throw a wrench in this whole Panhandle Conference race.
Flint, Michigan, home of Mark Ingram, among many others. But yeah, you talk about the ultimate fly in the ointment. If the Raiders could upset Chipola here in Tallahassee, continue to win. Short jumper missed. 5-point game, 43-38 here at the arena. Corner jumper is good by Baker Northcross. Only missed 1 tonight, I can count.
The Raiders done a good job in the half court of really guarding Baker Northcross, but in transition did a decent job that time of getting down and making sure she didn't get that shot.
Baker Northcross picking it up on the defensive end. 3-point attempt won't fall for Rhodes. Back the other way. A 1-on-1 off the glass and good by Tara Phillips, and she'll go to the line to shoot 1.
And this is where the Raiders just somehow seem to not be able to get over the hump with making plays at critical times, Tom. That's very frustrating for them. I know that's just maybe you call it experience or just lack of confidence, but
or both. It's a 10-point game. It was just 3 moments ago. Fruit Oliver cleans up the miss. Amber Thompson will run the offense, favor the left side. High pick from Oliver. 3 attempt, no good by Lewis.
Lewis has been unable to get on track tonight. She's normally good for at least 2 or 3 threes.
And going baseline. Foul on the Lady Raiders. Oh, they're going to check that. It's going to be on number 21, Sydney McDonald, offensive foul.
Called an offensive foul.
When she put up 12, Ashley Lee went, what? I wasn't even in the play. Three attempt is short. Another rebound by Northwest, and the frustration just mounting on Coach McCorvey's face. Spin move after going baseline is short by McDonald.
Well, if you're a defense like Chipola is, you love that shot going up. You really don't have to defend.
6 minutes, another steal, 6:41, and a missed layup. Put back short, but a foul. And Chipola's up 10, 48-38. At the line again is Tierra Phillips. Phillips, 5'11", sophomore out of Valdosta, Georgia. Got an Arkansas Lady Razorback coach sitting down from us.
Well, you have, from one extreme to the other, you really don't have anybody on the Lady Raiders that can just make a play when the game's on the line and take the game over. On the men's side, you have a number of them.
You've got 10 of them.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a foul on Chipola. Double foul on Mercedes Claiborne and on number 44, Nana Soule. Was that a double technical? Just a double foul. Double foul, and it's going to be side out right in front of us. Mercedes not that happy.
I always put my hand up in this situation just in case it comes back to me.
Cover your computer.
That's right. Forget about the computer. your pretty face.
11-point game. And now Mercedes happy because they did get the foul. Jade Lewis will inbound it literally right in front of us. As they sort it out.
The Raiders have a great opportunity right here with Fruit Oliver in the post. If they can see that.
Now they'll change it up, and Ashley Lee will inbound it. Gets it into Amber Thompson. Jumper for Mercedes. Just long. And she fights to get it back. Another long three attempt. The Raiders they're like they're at the county fair trying to make those baskets that are undersized, trying to win a bunny. Still an 11-point lead, 5:40 to play here in the fourth. Baseline jumper is good. India Jones. And this five out there is just physically spent, you can tell. Brittany Snowden getting ready to check in, and another wasted possession. Chipola fills the lane. Jumper, no good. Second time, no good. And back to Raven Baker Northcross again. Under 5 to play. 51-38. Chipola's on top. As we're winding down the home season here for the Lady Raiders. Three-pointer good by Sydney McDonald.
Maybe the lowest scoring output for the Lady Raiders all season. Only 38 points with 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter.
Time is called. I assume it will be a full timeout. I think she'd take 2 of them if they'd let her. Now they're going to stay with 30 seconds. 30 seconds as the band puts on their boogie shoes. .428 to play here at the arena. The Mountains higher, 16-point lead for the Lady Indians of Chipola. Amber Thompson dribbling the perimeter, looking inside for Oliver. Fruit gets it. Back inside to Oliver, and she makes it go. $14 points.
Yeah, 14-point game. Chipola with the ball. Under 4 to go now. Raiders have their work cut out for them.
Another three. Baker Northcross has been lighting it up tonight. And he just hit me who that Arkansas coach may be looking at. And it's that young lady, Baker Northcross from Malvern, Arkansas.
I would buy that. She can play. Anybody with a stroke like that can definitely add to somebody's team.
Timeout, media time. We'll take time as well. Back in 1 minute. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV.
Choosing to have joint replacement surgery is difficult. Deciding where to have it can be just as overwhelming. If you're considering joint replacement surgery, consider this. Fort Walton Beach Medical Center and Twin Cities Hospital both offer certified orthopedic joint replacement programs and have received the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. It's why so many people trust us for knee and hip replacement surgeries. Trust Fort Walton Beach Medical Center and Twin Cities Hospital.
Raven Baker Northcross leading all scorers with 18 points. Sydney McDonald, 14 points for the Raiders. Fruit Oliver with 11. And you have to go down to Mercedes, who's been stuck on 6 since halftime.
Baker Northcross all on threes, 6 threes for 18 total points. Game high score for both teams.
Pep band cranking it up. Heard that Boogie Shoes not long ago. You know who sang that one?
Boogie Shoes. No.
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
That was going to be my guess.
And you know where they got their name, Casey and the Sunshine Band?
From KC?
The lead singer's name, Harry Wayne Casey, out of Hialeah, Florida. That's right in my sweet spot there, right in the 70s, man. Back in the day. Some of the best music ever.
They did. They cranked it out.
Missed by Naomi Bolasing. It's a 17-point game at 3 minutes and change to play here in the arena. Between games, you want to watch something somewhat emotional, maybe a little cool. At times, the sophomore night, they honor the sophomores for both the men and the women.
Is that why the men were taking showers in there? They were trying to
freshen up a bit, huh?
I guess. Huh?
Still 17-point game, 57-40 into Fruit. Jumper good by Jade Lewis. Oakleaf High School in Jacksonville native knocked it down. Cut that lead to 15.
She's under the same philosophy I am. Eventually they'll go in. Just keep shooting it.
Yeah.
Great pass.
Nice look. Inside to India Jones.
Under control. Nice bounce pass. Delivered right on the money. Timed it perfectly.
Yeah, the Raiders playing with a lot of heart for a lot of time, but they just kind of wore down. As you mentioned, playing without their point guard, Bernicia Tidwell. Timeout called by Coach McCorvey. The 30-second variety. But the Lady Raiders were subbing 5 at a time for most of the game and fought gallantly for about 2.5 quarters.
Well, we have the cheerleaders from Lewis Middle School here tonight. Lady Raider cheerleaders, and we have Chipola's cheerleaders. Cheerleaders abound everywhere.
Yeah, between games, this will be the most frustrating part for the Raider Club fans. They will lock that Raider room and not let you in until they honor the sophomores. It's one of those quirks you learn as a wily veteran, you know. You got to honor those kids first before we're going to go in there and get that pizza.
It could be chaos.
It could be. Well, like you said, South Walton comes up short tonight. Next up, the Vikings, Lady Vikings. Coach Holly McDaniel. And
the Lady Vikings play Northeast out of Oakland Park in Fort Lauderdale.
And Friday night in the quarterfinal men's, the Choctawhatchee Indians will be playing the Vanguard out of Ocala. Vanguard Knights.
Vanguard knocks off Gainesville High. A little bit of an upset there, even though they were playing at home. And also, Choctawhatchee went on the road to Crestview, knocked off the Bulldogs of Crestview.
Vanguard looking at their box scores. That one's good by Baker Northcross. Another 3. They scored like 30, 34, 31 points in the fourth quarter last night. Vanguard did. So they kept it dormant for a while in the teens and then let a fourth quarter barrage go. And that's when Choctawhatchee's had their issues the last few games, is late in the game.
I just think Choctawhatchee's playing too well right now. I think that this could be the chance for them to punch their ticket to the Final Four. Now, and if they get to the Final Four, they've got a daunting task with who's waiting for them, either Dillard,
Miami.
Yeah, the Miami schools. That's the way it shakes out this year. So, but first things first, you got to go on the road to Ocala, and Coach Thigpen and his team doing a nice job of going to Pensacola High, knocking off the very, very good Pensacola High team, then going to Crestview, knocking Crestview off.
Yeah.
And in the turnaround time, having to prep and get ready for.
I was with him today, and he made the comment to someone. He goes, "This is really good for us. We can get away from here, get away from the noise, get away from the parents, get away from things and control what we can control."
Yeah, but you want to play at home.
You do.
You can say that all you want to, but you'd rather be in the confines of your own home and sleep in your own bed and have your own fans there. It makes a difference.
Minute 13 to play. 62-46 your score. Chipola with 8 to shoot. Tied up in the corner. Jumper from the free throw line, and good by Tiara Phillips. And you can't use the clock much better than that.
No, they used every bit of it other than 1 second and get the money shot.
Gotta wonder as you look at number 3, Danielle Garvin, if she's got those shorts sewn up in 70s style, because they don't come down. They're not just rolled up. The old Jordan shorts from the 80s.
It's just a fad. You know, we talk about the tag being on the outside.
And the rolling over the waistband.
But that's how the college players, so that, you know, it trickles down. They all see it, and it used to think their shorts were too long, and that's why they were doing it, but it's just a fad.
Turnover back to Chipola. 41 seconds to play. And they'll just try to kill clock. And Coach Greg Franklin still coaching until the bitter end. Skip pass, baseline jumper, that's money for India Jones.
It's going to turn out to be a 20-point win. This is a lot closer than that.
Pola Singh knocks down the 10-footer. Corner jumper, no good. Rebound Chipola. They should just dribble this out, and I think they will. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. 66-48. Chipola moves to 10-3 in league play, and the Raiders stay. Actually, will move to 1-10. Their final game Saturday night at Tallahassee.
Yeah, tough one for the Lady Raiders. They battled hard. They ran in that fourth quarter. The fourth quarter hasn't been kind to them this year.
Hang around for sophomore night when we honor the sophomores. There should be some sweet-smelling men sophomores after the getting ready with a shower and the body spray, and they'll get ready to be honored along with the cheerleaders.